blustery March afternoon, but we're here for a really wonderful reason, for Brooklyn's history. We have an incredible lineup of speakers today who I'll be introducing as they come up to give remarks. We are joined by Nikole Hannah-Jones from the New York Times, biographer Paula Giddings, Marcia Ely from the Brooklyn Historical Society, Gina Meyer from the Downtown Brooklyn Partnership, L. Joy Williams from the Brooklyn chapter of the NAACP. We have Assembly members Joanne Simon and Tremaine Wright. We have Jacob Morris, longtime community advocate, who fought to make sure this day would come. We're also joined by Benjamin Duster, the great-grandson of Ida B. Wells. It's wonderful to see that his family is here today. And we are joined by so many community leaders that have made today possible, so I want to thank you all for coming. We are here today to honor Miss Ida B. Wells and the legacy that she has left behind of truth and justice. Ida B. Wells was an investigative journalist, a civil rights activist, an educator, a newspaper owner, a feminist, an NAACP founder, an originator of the National Association of Colored Women. And in everything that she did, she spoke truth to power and was uncompromising in her fight for racial justice. Ida B. Wells was born into slavery and fought her way through to live her life on her own terms, always refusing to conform. When she was in Memphis, she sued a train car company for forcing her to sit in the colored section of the train, and she won. She was a journalist who owned her own newspaper company and brought the lynching of black Americans to the attention of the world. She fought for women's suffrage and called out racism in the suffragist movement, a message that we need to continue to fight for today. An important part of Ida B. Wells' history is the time that she spent here in New York City. It is not always remembered or acknowledged, and that is what makes today's honor so important. Her time in Brooklyn is part of our borough's history of resistance and perseverance, which has often been led by black women paving the way. Ida B. Wells came here when she was fleeing persecution and looking for safety and freedom. Brooklyn was her refuge. She found support and community among women who lifted her up and helped her succeed. That is the Brooklyn that we all know and love. And it is the history that we need to continue to pass on to future generations. We're again in a period of persecution of refugees, of immigrants, of journalists, of people standing up to the status quo. And truth and justice can sometimes be hard to come by. More than ever, we need to remember the teachings of Ida B. Wells and speak truth to power. What would she call on us to do in these times, in this moment? We know the work she led is not over. Our school system is the most segregated in the country, and black New Yorkers disproportionately face discrimination in housing, health care, and in the criminal justice system. More than ever, we need to commit to learning from and living Ida B. Wells' legacy of fearlessness. And we need to take on our city's tough fights with conviction and clarity of values. I look forward to remembering that every time I pass her street sign and read this plaque about the impact that she has had on Brooklyn. We have a lot of statues in New York City of white men. It is a good day when we get to set down historical markers for the contribution of women, and women of color in particular, who have made our city the place that it is. So I want to thank everyone who made today possible. I just want to acknowledge St. Boniface Church, who will be hosting the reception, Ellen Toscano, the NYU Tisch School of Arts in Brooklyn, Raoul Rothblatt, NYC Freedom Trail, Metrotech and JP Morgan Chase, Community Board 2, the Brooklyn Friends School, who's here after they led an abolitionist tour of the neighborhood this morning and stopped by 227 Duffield Street, the Schomburg Center of Research in Black Culture, our elected representatives, Congressmember Hakeem Jeffries, Congressmember Nydia Velasquez, Majority Leader of the Council, Lori Cumbo, Public Advocate Jumaane Williams, our Borough President, Eric Adams, and our Assembly members, Tremaine Wright and Joanne Simon. I also want to acknowledge Elizabeth Adams from my staff, who really did a tremendous amount of work putting today together. And so I want to call on our first speaker, who really needs no introduction. She's had an amazing impact in our moment here in America, from the New York Times, Nicole Hannah-Jones.